There's a voice in your head that won't be quiet. It questions every decision. It replays every conversation. It imagines things that haven't even happened. It's called overthinking. And if you've ever laid awake at night, arguing with yourself about what you said, what you should have done, or what might go wrong tomorrow, you're not alone. Today, let's walk together. I'll share with you how I learned to silence that voice, not by fighting it, but by understanding it. When I first arrived at the monastery, I thought I was escaping chaos. But very quickly, I realized the chaos wasn't outside me. It was inside my mind. My teacher once asked me, "When a glass of muddy water is shaken, what do you see?" I said, "Just mud." He smiled. "And if you leave it still, the mud settles," I whispered. "Exactly," he said. "That's your mind." Overthinking is shaking the glass. Stillness lets you see clearly. Overthinking often starts from fear. Fear of failure, of being judged, of making the wrong choice. It comes from the illusion that if we just think a little more, we'll find control. But control is an illusion. Life isn't a puzzle to be solved. It's a journey to be experienced. And the more we try to control, the more we suffer. Let me tell you a story. 2 monks were crossing a river. An old woman stood at the edge, hesitant. One monk, without hesitation, carried her across. She didn't say thank you and walked away. Hours passed. The second monk finally said, "I can't believe she didn't thank you. We took a vow not to touch women. How could you do that?" The first monk simply replied, "I set her down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" Overthinking is carrying what we were supposed to let go of long ago. A moment, a conversation, a decision. We carry it on our backs, not realizing how much it's slowing our steps. The weight is not the problem. The refusal to let go is. So, how do we begin to stop overthinking? 1. Create distance with the mind. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness of your thoughts. Try this. Next time your mind starts spinning, say, "There goes my mind again." Observe it, don't become it. 2. Ask better questions. The mind will always ask, "What if it goes wrong?" Instead ask, "What if it goes right?" What you ask shapes what you see. 3. Set a thinking time. You don't have to ban thinking. Just give it boundaries. Set aside 10 minutes a day to write down your worries. When your mind tries to sneak in during the rest of the day, say, "Not now. I have time scheduled for you later." It works. I've used this technique with many students, and the freedom they felt was like removing heavy armor they didn't know they were in. It's presence. When you brush your teeth, just brush. When you eat, just eat. When you speak to someone, really listen, not to reply, but to understand. Overthinking cannot survive where presence lives. Mindfulness is a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. Even in the monastery, I have moments of doubt, of worry. But instead of chasing them down endless roads, I bow to them and return to the breath. 1 single breath. It's enough to bring you back home. You are not behind in life. You are not lost. You are simply overwhelmed by a mind that was never taught how to rest. Overthinking is not a flaw. It is an overused gift. The gift of intelligence without the wisdom of surrender. And so I leave you with this. Take a walk today. Feel the wind. Hear the birds. Look up. Let life happen without your mind needing to explain it. Sometimes, peace is not in figuring everything out. It's in letting things be. And in that space, you will remember who you are. Thank you for walking with me today. If this message brought you calm, I invite you to subscribe and return each week for more. Until then, breathe deeply, live simply, and let go